Hello, welcome to your world today. Hope you can hear me. Sorry it took so long. Google slow as shit today, so apologies. Start with um, some news here I found. Kind of funny. North Carolina couple fends off the intruder with frying pan. Uh, he attempted to break into their it's gonna cooperate here. Okay. And on Thursday, just before midnight, they went to investigate and saw 21-year-old Sheldon Dix as he was breaking in through a glass door.
I don't see how that ain't no warmer here than what it is, man. It's so hot back.
And his wife grabbed a frying pan and tossed it to her husband, who hollered at him, and he proceeded to come charging at her to knock me out. And they locked horns and fell on the floor. I think she hit him with a metal trash can a couple of times, and then once I got the frying pan, I proceeded to give him a good dose of that. But just minutes before the break in, Sheldon Dix savagely attacked a mother who was waiting in her car in a nearby church parking lot. He's in custody, facing numerous charges. It's a little crazy. And Lazy Boy is cutting 100 jobs in North Carolina. Uh, the furniture maker said Wednesday it will idle two North Wilkesboro facilities and put them up for sale. It will move warehouse and repair functions from those sites to another plant as based in Monroe, Michigan. They're also ending production of some of its bedroom furniture at the Hudson facility in the second quarter as it shifts to importing all of its wood furniture. It plans to exit a business that sells furniture to hotels and sell its youth furniture business. As a result of these changes, the company expects to take 13 million to 15 million in pre-tax charges, or 15 to 17 cents per share after tax, over the fourth quarter and first half of next year, fiscal year. And there at close was 24.98 and was unchanged at closing. And it's gonna load. Hub International acquires the assets of North Carolina-based RPG Solutions, a leading global Hub International Limited, a leading global insurance brokerage, announced today it has acquired the assets of RPG Solutions Incorporated. Terms of the acquisition were not disclosed. Based in Raleigh, North Carolina, RPG specializes in providing employee benefits. I think this is the second one I've heard about in the last month or two that's been bought out. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to check. But they provide employee benefits and HR service and training and development. So yeah, it's another one gone, being sold. So, and today is a day of uh, Martin Luther King's killed. So I was going to pull up something on it, but the way Google's doing, I'm lucky to even be on here right now. So if you want to, anybody wants to join, the link is below. It should be below. To the chat, Infoman 84, Eric, Tony, Debbie, guys. How you enjoying the snow, Tony? Anybody wants to join, the link is below. Mm. So, a little loud here today. The kids are home, so that's all I had. So, like I said, I was going to pull up something about the Martin Luther King today, but yeah, I'm lucky to even be here because Google took forever to get everything loaded here. So, links below if you want to join. Let's see if I can try to load up something I've got here on my computer. No, I can't load nothing. Google. Uh, Anybody wants to join, links below. So that's a little late. The news rant comes on in 30 minutes. Or is it even happening today? I haven't even checked. It's been updated yet. No, not yet. I don't see. Anywho, if you want to join, links below. I got something saved. I hate Chrome. It sucks. Um, Damn it. That's not. But I have something saved that I wanted to show, but I don't. Oh, I'm waiting here for something. Um, how's the chat? I see Tazzy just joined. We have Tazzy, Eric, Debbie, Tony, Jumbo Man, 84. Hi. Hi, Eric. Trying to load something here. Not cooperate, Eric goes. Right. Yesterday was the day. Take a minute to load that. So just read it. Not screen share it. So. Okay. Martin Luther King Jr. was an American minister, activist, humanitarian, and leader in the African American civil rights movement, best known for his role in the advancement of civil rights using nonviolent civil disobedience based on his Christian beliefs. And he was, oh no, yesterday would have been his birthday. That's right. January 15th, 1929 to April 4, 1968. Died in born in Georgia and died in Tennessee. He was assassinated, as we all know. He received the Nobel Peace Prize for combating racial inequality through nonviolence. Helped to organize the Selma to Montgomery marches. In the following year, he and SCLC took the movement north to Chicago to work on segregated housing. In the final years of his life, he expanded his focus to include poverty and speak against the Vietnam War, alienating many of his liberal allies with the 1967 speech titled Beyond Vietnam. So, if anybody wants to come on and talk about that or, talk about whatever, you oh yeah, I totally forgot what that was. That's good. Hey, I just found this yesterday. I forgot all about it. While letting the Koch brothers create a Center for Free Enterprise at Public University, West WCU, is a bad idea. Um, the proposed $2 million gift from the Charles Koch Foundation to WCU for the establishment of a center of free enterprise raises several questions. Are gifts like these from private donors appropriate at public institutions? Do they entail a certain quid pro quo, regardless of protocols to ensure transparency? Well, they probably got an agenda behind it, of course. Uh, are certain types of gifts within certain academic disciplines different in their impact on the mission and perception of the university? In an era where we have seen the highest concentrations of wealth in more than 100 years, and when there exists a growing concern about the impact of money on the accountability and accessibility of political institutions, do these sorts of gifts further a trend away from democratic institutions and public goods? Is this trend unhealthy? Um, so that's yeah. In 1971, Lewis Powell wrote a memo to the director of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. 2 months after he submitted the memo, he was nominated to the Supreme Court. It was a diatribe against American liberalism and a call for action from American corporate and business interests. It recommended a concentrated effort to develop an intellectual infrastructure that would support the interests of American corporatism. The Powell Memo has often been credited as the birthing document of the web of think tanks, associations, and groups that advance conservative thought in this country. Another consequence of the memo was a renewed focus on capturing government and making it work directly for the interests of corporate elites. Over the last generation, we have increasingly seen the effects of Powell's advice in action, especially as economic gains have concentrated in the upper 0.01%, creating a class of billionaires able to buy an outsized voice and presence in politics and policy making. Not content to simply fund think tanks that use nonprofits to promote, advocate, and espouse particular points of view, the billionaire class has moved into other areas. A recent piece in the New Yorker on the Ford Foundation noted the Gates Foundation, with an endowment of $40 billion, has done notable work in the fight to eliminate malaria. But Gates also spent $2 billion over 8 years in an effort to break up big public high schools and form smaller ones. Resulting analysis showed the effort had little impact on educational quality, but it did spend millions on creating charter schools. Gates has been called the nation's unelected school superintendent. And Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook fame spent over $100 million in a similar effort in the Newark schools that ended in dysfunction and controversy. The owners of Hobby Lobby, famous for their suit against the ACA, have set up a multi-million-dollar foundation to create a Bible museum. The Atlantic has reported that as part of that effort, the Green family has been acquiring ancient texts and antiquities, some in transactions that ignore international conventions in the trade of historical items. Scholars are concerned that access to these essential texts may be controlled in ways that limit research and scholarship. The Walton family has placed a significant amount of its inherited fortune in nonprofit trusts, primarily as a way of avoiding taxes. They own Walmart, so go figure. One purpose of these trusts has been to create one of the largest private art museums in the world, Crystal Bridges. It seems we may be returning to a time before the Enlightenment, when the wealthy controlled arts and literature, and the artists created at the whim of a patron. In many ways, these foundations act as a way of molding society in the image of a particular plutocrat. In some ways, these foundations act as super PACs, especially those that exist to advocate on behalf of political causes. There is one big distinction, though. These foundations are created under nonprofit statutes, so they are effectively subsidized by taxpayers to the tune of 40%. The New Yorker piece quotes Judge Richard Posner on treating foundation assets as tax exempt. A perpetual charitable foundation is a completely irresponsible institution answerable to nobody, unlike a hereditary monarch whom such a foundation otherwise resembles. It is subject to no political controls either. The puzzle for economics is why these foundations are not total scandals. Um, the ubiquity of private think tanks and foundations assures that there is more than sufficient opportunity for the dissemination of political and ideological opinion. Here in North Carolina, we suffer no lack of presence with Art Pope's John Locke Society and Civitas, whatever. When in, blah, blah. When then it is necessary to extend the reach of these essentially political organizations in the publicly funded university system, even if one concedes that accepting donations from wealthy benefactors can be beneficial to a publicly funded university. Does a difference arise with respect to what the benefactor chooses to fund? Leaving the question of agenda setting aside, it would seem that there is a fundamental distinction between funding a center for bioresearch and funding a center for free enterprise. The one is largely a pursuit of empirically constrained hard science, while the other, as indicated by its name, is a study of ideology. This becomes particularly evident when one looks at the specialty of the proposed director of the CFE, Professor Edward J. Lopez. Dr. Lopez focuses on a branch of economics that comes under the rubric of public choice theory. In his book, Madman Intellectuals and Academic Scribblers, he states the basic idea of public choice theory is that economists shouldn't have one set of theories for a person making a commercial decision and a separate set of theories for that same person making a political decision. Economists working in the public choice tradition argue that if we're going to look at market failure, then it makes sense to see if there is government failure too. There is. With this perspective in mind, it becomes clear why democracies so often generate ineffective policies and why they allow them to persist. Um, the implications is that all the world, every facet of the human experience is not a stage as Shakespeare wrote, but a market where rational beings make rational choices based solely on profit and loss, maximization of utility. This is more than mere economics. It encompasses the whole of social sciences as evidenced by a quote Lopez uses in a book of essays he edited, In the Pursuit of Justice, which oddly enough focuses not on theories of justice but on the idea that our legal systems and institutions are fundamentally corrupt because they are victims of pervasive and perverse incentives. Dr. Lopez quotes James Buchanan, one of the founders of the PCT school, saying, public choice should be understood as a research program rather than a discipline or sub-discipline of economics. And in fact, he makes it clear through his writings, public choice theory is intertwined with philosophy, history, finance, psychology, development, linguistics, and other fields, an all-encompassing theory of everything, a dogma. Mark Iglesias suggested PCT fit a syllogism, a logical argument that offers two or more propositions and conclusions. One, spread skepticism about government officials and their motives. Two, question. See libertarianism. How much more in this? That's a lot. I'll leave a link to that. That's pretty interesting there. And he asks in his book, Madmen, Intellectuals, and Academic Scribblers, why do democracies generate policies that are wasteful and unjust? Why do failed policies persist over long periods, even when they are known to be socially wasteful and even when better alternatives exist? Why do some wasteful policies get repealed, for example, airline rate and route regulation, while others endure, such as sugar subsidies and tariffs? So, let's take a break here. Say hello to the chat here. Hey Debbie, Peter, Tabby, uh, Tony, Gentleman 84, Eric. I think I said Tony already. Hello. Get out your out of the box.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm good. It's a
Uh,
slow day today.
what?
Took forever to get Google to load, so yay.
Yeah, you're still running Windows, right?
Yes.
I, I really suggest to get something else, man. At least try
Yeah.
Ubuntu. At least try Ubuntu. That's pretty user friendly, you know. Not
Yeah, yeah.
really hard to install. It's a bit less slick, but it's the drawbacks are so minor compared to the yeah privacy or whatever you gain with this.
Yeah.
It's really recommendable because I don't have any problem. I don't have anyone to compare it with over here, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Um, but I hear you guys, yeah, from everywhere, whether it's Scotland or you know, and they're
Yeah.
pretty much they're always Windows
Yeah.
running Windows. So I don't have any problem. Really. Well,
That's
at
the
least
daily.
they delete my accounts and everything, but it's not like it's slow,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, speaking as Albert, like, could you please stop posting our plans? Okay, we're trying to rule the world here. Stop it, okay? It's been fun, but now the GSF is Swan set.
Yeah. Yeah.
We really struck Google there, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you saw the new post. You know, they're really. I've said it last time with really deleting all sorts of links and everything, you know, and that even that
Yeah.
asshole, that William Welty, what was his name? I don't know.
I don't know. I
He's,
couldn't pronounce it.
he's I'm sorry?
I couldn't pronounce it.
Yeah,
Welky.
I don't know how you call it. You know, just another really piece of shit. But so that's when Nomi came with it. That's when I really saw it. Like, I'm sorry. That's when I really saw he's just I don't know. He's some kind of religious writer. You know, a
Yeah.
Bible
Yeah. Yeah.
interpreter.
They rewrote the Bible. It's the
Yeah.
International Standard Version. Yeah.
Yes. So that's pretty much the first step of the one world religion. You know, that they're trying to unite Christianity and Judaism. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Christianity and Judaism, you see it on the symbol, man. You
Yeah.
see the symbol of Jesus, of the fish, you know? Or is it of
Yeah.
eternity? I don't know. I thought it was Jesus. And then you see the menorah, you know, the candle crap,
Yeah.
and the hexagram, I think. I don't
Yeah. Yeah.
know. So, so he's. So he's well involved with this whole NWO bullshit, but he's just writing that damn book. So he's some kind of religious,
Yeah.
yeah, elite as what he has a lot of influence, a lot, and
Yeah.
also on that Sunsets, you know, which is just highly electronical communication shit, and
Yeah.
with GSF with the global
Yeah.
settlement fund, just with the gold standard and everything. That guy is a huge fucking fish, man.
See, yeah, they're going to make the whole world a Wi-Fi hotspot. So,
Yeah,
mm,
Which is not a problem at all because Wi-Fi is good, if I heard it correct. It's very low. Yeah, that's good.
Say, hey, Tazzy.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. Besides Google and Windows.
You've been scroogled. That's
Yeah.
not good. Becca, Tony posted video earlier on, which would be very good if you could post it in the chat,
Yeah. Yeah.
because as host you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
pin
Yeah. Yeah.
um
Gotcha.
full
Oh.
links, and then if you want just have a for people to look up, but the actual article for it is, that's the article for it.
Okay. I'll do one at a time there. So, see, I have to do it
Right.
weird here. So.
Alright, hang on a sec.
I put it in the chat box and go to my other computer.
Yeah, that's, I'll put
Okay.
the
Can't do much on this computer.
yeah, hang on a sec. See if it's on a go slow or if it's just me, whether I paused it by mistake. Oh. Have you posted it?
I gotta go to my other computer.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. Oh, damn! I'll put in the YouTube.
There it is. Is that Eric? Hey, Eric.
So, Blackpool Council has considered fluoridated school milk plan.
What?
I mean, can you think of anything more fucking retarded than that?
Hey,
They must be
the fuck?
fucking insane. Seriously.
I don't know they're insane.
It's just that you know, you talking about Bill Gates. Oh God, whenever I hear that guy's name, I just fucking want to break out in extreme. Oh dearly.
Eric got
Yeah.
scribbled.
Yeah, it says fluoridated milk should soon be handed out to 8,000 Blackpool children,
That's
school
fucked up.
children, to help tackle poor dental health. I mean, seriously, they could give two fucks
I know.
if your kid's
Fuck.
teeth is like, ah.
Damn.
But there you go. The move is part of Lancashire Seaside's town's free school breakfast scheme, but parents will be able to opt out of allowing their children to be given the drink. You're damn right you need to opt out.
Damn.
In actual fact, just homeschool your
Alright.
kids. That would be easier.
Mm.
But one of the councillors, Tony Williams, has concerns over the plans. Said mass medication should not be allowed. Yeah, you're damn right. It should be illegal. You know,
Yes, it
whoever
is.
agrees all this, shit. I mean, they need locking up.
Yes.
You know, you go, okay. Well, let's start with you and your kids first. Yeah, see how we go from
Yeah.
there, and then in a few years' time, if your kids are still alive, you know, then you
That's
can
like
still
Bill.
shove it.
It's
But
like Bill Gates, man. You know, they put out that Common Core, but guess where his kids go to school?
exactly, you know,
Private
they don't
schools.
send their kids to
No,
state schools. Oh
of
no,
course
no.
not.
But it's just so retarded. So Tony, I thank you so much for
Yeah, thanks, Tony.
doing that video, and I hope everybody links it, shares it. I mean, blast it. You know, I don't have people that I know in Blackpool, but hey, if somebody can get word to people up there, you know, Facebook it, Twitter it, do whatever you can, get it out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Oh, it's just so disgusting, and you know, it's the poor kids that got to suffer for it.
yeah, they will. Yeah.
You know, I did see it's got on here. Half of 12-year-olds in Blackpool have at least one decade missing or tooth filled. But
Mm.
get this, it says the average in England is 33%. That's a BBC article from. Yeah,
The
no,
other
it
figures
really
probably ain't
is.
even right.
Yeah. And yeah, so what if the child is allergic to fluoride and the two
I
children's been
know.
given it? You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
everybody's allergic to it. It's just so. An NHS website says there is no convincing evidence to suggest a link between fluoride and health problems. I go get to
It's
fuck.
isn't it not an additive? I mean, not an additive, a byproduct of some kind of other chemical
Yeah,
reaction, and
it's a byproduct. Yeah, it's a
it
byproduct of
corrodes.
the aluminium industry.
Yeah,
Hang
yeah.
on a minute, Becca. I've got a really good link. Hang on, I'm just firing up Firefox. This book was written in 1937 by a guy who done an in-depth research into the effects of fluorine and what it
Right.
does to the body.
Yeah.
It's a book, I'm saying, from 1937. So I mean, they've known all that time.
Oh yeah,
It's just fucking insane, really. Excuse
it
me
is.
swearing, but it makes me so angry.
And it should
You know.
make everybody angry, but like a lot
Yeah.
of people don't know. They
Yeah,
don't
it's
want to
'cause it's
know.
yeah, and even when you try and tell them and you give them the proof, they still look at you like you got three
You
heads. You know what I'm
crazy,
saying?
man.
So
What are you talking about? They wouldn't hurt us.
yeah, they love us. Our government loves us. So again, Becca, I'm going to post a link to you. If you can post it in the
Okay.
chat, it's
Yeah,
definitely, if
Debbie
anyone's
says in the
got the
chat.
time, I mean, share it.
Debbie says Debbie says in the chat. Now there's data linking to some forms of cancer
Yeah,
in the fluoride.
it's disgusting. There you go. I mean, I've written in there, fluorine intoxication by Kaj Rahom, and it's from 1937
Yeah.
in Copenhagen. But yeah, if you can uh, put in there, yeah. I mean, fluoride. Fluoride. Oh, I'm just so angry. Sorry. Eric's in the box.
I don't know. Let me get back. Maybe it'll let him
Yeah.
stay this time.
You'll
Hi, kitty.
stay there.
Hey
Yes,
there, Eric.
Debbie. Yeah. Where he's in. Debbie's written Fluoridation Action Network, a great site for scientific scientific info on this subject. Yeah, there's also fluoridealert.org as well. So yeah, everybody go look all that stuff up. Eric's been kicked again.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, excellent! Thanks. You put that link up, Becca. Brilliant.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch, she's
Yeah.
pulling my hair. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just reading Tony's comment. He said they found prisoners who ingested water with fluoride in it. After 1 month, the guards were cut from 100 to 20 to police all the prisoners because it made the prisoners more docile. Yeah,
Yeah, of
and
course.
if you don't believe that that's being done to us right now, yeah, go do your own checks.
Yep.
Go do your own checks. Go do your own research. This shit is happening, and that we have the Fluoride Act of the UK. If you don't believe it, it's government legislation. Go look it up. Yeah, fluoride is being put in our water, and we weren't asked. It has no health effects. It is detrimental to everything. I mean, this stuff leaches into your bones, and it basically it eats you the inside out. You know, it
Yeah.
really is absolutely disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah,
we were
brain
made to take it
damage.
when we were kids at school. I mean, uh, and they tried to push it on my kids, and we said no.
Yeah.
And,
Well, even when you go to the dentist, they used to give you fluoride tablets, didn't they? I mean, how
mm-hmm.
sick was that?
And they put a
No, but
fluoride varnish on their teeth too.
yes,
Still, so
yeah. Oh, it's absolutely disgusting. I
yeah,
hate dentists. I mean, I've noticed with the dentist that we go to now, they don't have the toothpaste there anymore, which is kind
yeah,
of weird. Why
yeah,
have they stopped selling toothpaste at dentists? They'll sell the toothbrushes,
yeah. Oh
but
yeah.
not the toothpaste.
And they
So,
want you to get the most expensive one too.
yeah.
So
And yeah, I actually
yeah.
think that they do know. They're not
Oh,
going to
they
tell
do.
us.
Of course not.
They risk their licenses and it probably piss off their lodge masters and whatever else. But there you go. Yeah. If your child swallows more than a pea size, contact a doctor or go to the emergency department as soon as possible. So even the packaging on the side says the stuff is
Yeah.
lethal.
Why
Colgate.
why the fuck they have us brushing our teeth with it?
Yeah.
You think people would think, hey,
Yeah.
I'm
What
supposed
is
to
this shit
call
all about?
911 if I swallow it. Why am I brushing my fucking teeth with it?
Exactly. That stuff is, it's a byproduct from the aluminium industry. I mean, they got to get rid of their waste somehow. So Colgate originally got in on the act. I mean, that's what made
Yeah,
Colgate the company that it is today.
yeah.
You know,
It's like with
it's
aspartame too.
disgusting. Yep.
Aspartame, that's amoeba poop. I mean,
Yeah.
and people were eating it and loving it. They're
I
eating
know.
shit,
It's stuck. Oh, done at Christmas. I had my two stepdaughters continuously asking for Diet Coke. I really, seriously, I wanted to weep. I really did. After everything that I've sent to them, it breaks my heart. And I think, are they doing it just to fucking spite me? You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
evil stepmother. But this, how blatantly can you say this stuff will kill you?
Really, really.
But knock yourself out. Go ahead, drink up.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
like me and
God.
Blunt was just talking about, they want to make the whole world a big Wi-Fi spot.
Yes, it is
Uh,
disgusting.
I mean, damn, you know what that
Mm,
shit does to your brain?
yeah. Yeah, it's microwave. I mean, there's a big thing as well. Was about Wi-Fi in primary schools,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
if anybody's actually, yeah, this is a really good experiment for everybody to try this. Anyone else got any house plants? Get two identical house plants. Put one next to your Wi-Fi box,
yeah,
yeah, and put one somewhere else, yeah, and then just judge the difference over a few months to see which
yeah,
one survives, and that should give you the heads up as
yeah.
to how Wi-Fi is affecting the environment that it's in. You
We're
know.
talking about the plants?
Yes.
About the
Oh,
Wi-Fi,
Didn't know that.
they buy the Wi-Fi
I knew it
boxes
was
yeah.
bad,
and
but I'm sorry.
Wi-Fi
that,
kills plants.
Ah,
yeah,
I didn't know it was that bad. No? Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
yeah,
it was really yeah, it kills you, but I didn't know it was also on plants, and
Yeah.
yeah,
so the difference was on such a short term, so
Yeah. They did.
noticeable, you know.
They did an experiment. I can't remember. I think it was in one of the European schools. I read it, but they basically
Experiments, sorry.
yeah, they did an experiment. Putting the plants next to the Wi-Fi, and then other plants in different places in the class,
Mm.
like wherever, in
And
in
then,
their classroom, and they all learned that okay, Wi-Fi kills plants.
and the experiment also included one child constantly sitting next to a Wi-Fi hotspot and
Yeah, yeah. You sit over
okay,
there
plants
and
died.
you.
Let's try kid now.
Johnny's been a little shit today. Johnny, you can come and sit next to the Wi-Fi box, but
That's
don't
it.
tell
You're
your
going
mum.
to the Wi-Fi. Well, I can tell you one thing with that the Swan said. It's time to pull out your tinfoil hats. You know, it's just crazy the signal. They're just jamming whatever you think of. They're fucking it up. You know, they're poisoning it.
Yeah.
Or it's whatever. It's just we need to delete them. Really,
Yeah.
there's no other option, mate.
It is quite disgusting. I mean, I always hardwire my laptop. I don't leave it Wi-Fi, but obviously I do still have other Wi-Fi um things. Obviously, I have my phone and my Kindle, but you know, when I go to bed, I'm sorry, I don't have that thing anywhere near my head, and when I use my mobile phone, it never gets near my head anyway. So I
Really?
always put it on
You use also hands
loudspeaker.
free or something?
Sorry?
Sorry, man. You always call hands free or something?
Yeah,
No, that's better.
yeah, yeah. And I never
It's,
put it in. I never put it in my pocket. I always put it in my bag. I carry it in a bag. But
I only have what do you call it? Cheap, yeah, the simple one, like really basic. So it really should be only the telephone signal, not Wi-Fi or anything else. But I do, yeah, put it next to my head. And what I've seen, but this was an official experiment or how do you call it, research. You know, I don't know if there's anything influence there, but what I know is that when your phone is searching for a network, you know,
Yeah.
all
or,
right,
or,
yeah.
or when you're starting to call, you know, you click the call button and it's searching, you know,
Mhm.
that's when it goes crazy. Then it's I don't
Yeah.
know, 10 times as much. I don't know if I'm exaggerating now, but it's really a lot, you know. So those are times that are
It
really.
is. It is. It is easy.
But
Yeah.
it's all whatever you think. Just just to make this clear, and I've said it to more people, but yeah, you know what people are. You know?
Yeah.
But if it has a barcode, yeah, you know, you've seen it. You've seen it. You know that every barcode contains 666, right?
Oh, I've heard that. I don't know whether
Yeah.
that's true though.
Yeah, it's true. If you look, I'll just screen share it. Hold on. I'll just mute myself for a second.
So I'll go and have a look at you know, everything in the cupboard. So you've been busy today, Becca? It's gone very quiet.
Oh, yeah, the kids home today, holiday, so
Oh, are they on holidays, are
mm,
they? Oh,
yeah.
alright, cool, cool, cool. So I'll just say hello to everyone in the chat room. Sorry, it was very rude of me. I didn't say
Okay,
hello, so
I'm
hello
sorry.
chat room.
Yeah.
I need to join the hangout. But do you can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you just check it on every barcode, you know, and this is not even the perfect example because this also contains this long one, but every barcode begins with this, in the middle is this, and at the ends with this, you know.
Yeah.
And if you look, you can check it yourself. It's all this double thing lines. It's a six. It's a code, you know. If you look at, I don't know, I'm gonna pull out some. Here, this is a code one. You
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
Six,
Six.
six, six, and
Yeah.
this also contains this a bit, but a lot of them don't. It's crappy
Wow.
English.
And Tony in the chat says first, middle, and end lines are six. They are markers for the code machine to start and stop reading the code.
Oh, good call, Tony. Thank you.
What
Thank you,
did he
Tony.
say?
It's the for the machine to start and stop reading the code.
Oh,
The
Yeah.
they're
sixes.
standard, yeah, but you see them everywhere, you know. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter which one you look at. If you look at your place, just grab something. I mean, if it has something like that already in it, it just shows their time intentions, you know. But in the end, this is all we can keep talking about this crap, but this is all gonna be exposed and solved by the Pope soon. You know, that's something we really need to be take into account, because the more we scare each other with this crap, the more leverage the Pope is gonna have when he's gonna solve this shit.
Yeah. Well, I went out with a friend of mine the other day. I was looking for pillows, believe it or not. But anyway, we was in this cafe, and this quite elderly lady said to the cashier, "Oh, well, don't you have contactless payment?" I
What was
think
that?
what contactless payment,
Okay.
where basically you wave a card in it, or like a debit card or something, and it automatically deducts the amount of money just by you tapping the card on this machine as a reader. I
Yeah,
think the lady's bill was only about £4, something like that.
yeah,
And I thought, wow, the woman does not even have £4 in cash in her purse.
mm,
Everybody is so reliant on electronic money. And the woman was right. Oh yes, well that it's such a good idea, and oh, I thought you would have already had that by now, and I thought, yeah, you wait till it all goes wrong, and how are you gonna, how are you gonna carry on shopping, or when they decide to switch your account off, your bank goes under, and all of a sudden all the money that you thought you had in your account disappears because your bank wants their pound of flesh, and
and
you keeping your money, or their money in your account, their account,
yeah,
you know it's theirs. So you know they call it a bail-in. Yeah, and before anything happens, your money gets taken. So
yeah, yeah,
if you don't have £4 in cash to buy something, then what are you gonna do long term? It's
yeah.
so stupid.
Yeah, Graham also says in the chat, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons equals carbon.
Yeah, carbon-based life form.
Yep.
That's what we are, allegedly.
The Bible
I,
is
I
hiding
call it. I call it.
science. Yes, it is.
Yeah, my
Oh,
interpretation of that is it's a barcon. Carbon,
yes,
barcon.
Barcon.
Oh yes, by the bar. The BAR. Scumbags. Yeah. All right, Becca. I gotta duck out. I've got a Skype call I've gotta take. So
So when's
anyway.
when's Newsrat gonna be back? I thought he was gonna try to do it
Oh,
today.
not today. Not today.
Not today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I'll catch you all later. Thanks, Becca. I'll
Alrighty.
sit in the chat when I come back. Thanks,
Thanks for
mate.
joining. See
See
you
you.
later.
Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Thank
Yes.
you. Bye.
Bye. Okay. The link is below. If any of y'all wants to join, if you're able to join, like Eric is having firewall trouble again. So, Tony, I'm a cannabis-based life form. Nice. Well, Eric says if black people could hear what's being said on this show, they would think different of the white man. I see as two kind of white people, those who love humans and those who hate blacks. Yeah, that I get a lot of that around here, so that is true. So, mm,
Oh,
yeah.
I just want to quickly say something to Eric. First of all, join the damn hangout.
It kept booting him.
It's just, I heard his firewall. No, but again, I'm glad he says it about he appreciates the people that are here, but again, he's separating it again with white people and black people, and there are two types of white people, and the one that understand, yeah, those that understand and those that are racist. You know, it's again it's dividing crap. You know, you have Eric. It doesn't matter if they're black or white or Chinese or whatever. You have normal people or people who try to with good intentions, and you have some idiots or just some
Yeah.
bad intention motherfuckers. And I don't care if they're black, white, or if they focus on the damn elite, man. For fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
right on. uh, delete the elite, y'all. We need to get rid of them. uh, That's right, Tony. The rulers don't give a toss about our race, creed, or color. They will fuck us over just the same. Yes, they will.
I agree with that too, man. I just want to say I'm sorry for not being able to really join. You know, these times are difficult for me, man. Just trying to hop in whenever I can, you know.
No problem. Racism is just programming. Babies and toddlers are not racist. That's true. Okay, I guess I will end it there. If y'all want to join after I go off live, I'll still be here. So, check y'all tomorrow. Peace.